Streaming platforms are incredibly data-driven businesses. As a result, users get cohorted into their personality types, artists target their largest segments, and songwriting techniques have changed to suit their delivery platform of choice. Streaming has changed music in so many different ways. Over the last 8 years or so, song structure has changed in roughly 5 different ways. Nowadays, songs tend to start with a chorus much faster. If listeners aren't grabbed within the first 30 seconds, artists don't get paid. So it turns out that actually introductions are now 44% shorter than they used to be. And that's just one way that data has changed the structure of songs. Another way is that bridges just don't tend to be included in songs nowadays. The average track length is 16% less than it used to be, usually because bridges just aren't included in tracks. Usually a bridge was used for development of a song. Today's hits do still have development, however that's usually done within choruses instead of bridges. Fades aren't typically included in hit songs nowadays. The fade was designed to be used with radio DJs talking over, and since music is now designed to go on streaming platforms, that just isn't required. Go ahead and try to find a hit song with a solo in nowadays. That's because there's been a shift from R&B, rock music, to hip hop, and with that comes a rise in featured artists. Those featured artists create hooks to new fan bases for artists across the streaming platforms. Songs really are shorter than ever. It doesn't matter whether or not a song is 1.5 minutes or 3.5 minutes. The artist gets paid the same, so why not just make a song shorter and get paid twice?
The music industry and data are actually more deeply coupled than you'd necessarily imagine. We were out at an event a couple of months ago and we were talking to a music artist, and he was very successful, but he didn't necessarily have a great gauge on where his audience were located, what their preferences were, what music that he would release in the future would be successful or unsuccessful, and it became apparent that the music industry is massively unaddressed when it comes to data. So even just after talking to him for about 5 or 6 minutes, it became apparent that there were loads of analytics principles that he could apply to his craft that would give him an edge over other musicians. A great example of that would be understanding your demographic across a nation. And when you're going touring, how would different demographics respond to different types of music, different event locations? How could you market them, whether it be through Snapchat ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads? And how could you reach your audience with more impact so that you could spread your music more effectively?